guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to be looking at a Beauty Bay palette. This isn't new, but it's new to me. I don't know why I didn't get this sooner. I kind of saw it when it came out, but I kind of thought everything was really cool. And then recently I've been kind of seeing it on Instagram, and I was kind of like, And then I saw it was down to £10. £10 for all of these shades. There's 42 in here, and I love my neutral one. I did have the nudes one, but it was quite warm and I just found myself not really using it. So let's have a look. This is the palette, and it does look kind of cold. I mean, it's definitely a cool tone palette. This light that I use makes everything look a little bit cooler than how it comes up in like natural like daylight. So actually there are some kind of like warmer taupey shades, but like these kind of shades are actually a little bit more taupier in real life. But it's definitely, she's a cool girl. She's a cool girl, and I just think it's exciting. I have spoken about this online before. I am a cool makeup advocate. I want more brands to be bringing it out. We want the cool tones, we want the grunginess, and some brands give it to us and some choose to ignore it. But yeah, today I'm going to do a eye look today with this, and I'm actually going to swatch some of my favourite shades as well, because I think sometimes when you look at the palette, obviously like a certain few shades like stand out to you, but I kind of want to see how they look obviously on the skin. Beauty Bay shadows are some of my favourite. I think they're such a good formula for the price, and especially when they have deals on. All of this for £10 British. So yeah, let me start swatching on my arm. I don't know how I'm going to do this, maybe like here. Some of my favourites, and then yeah, we'll do an eye look. I'd love it if you can like and subscribe. It would mean an awful lot to me. I also have a new beauty Instagram where I'm posting short form content most days. Yeah, so I'll leave that link down below for you to check out, and hopefully if you'd love to give me a follow, I'd appreciate that too. Okay, so these are some of the swatches that really stand out to me. So here we have Marble, and it's kind of like a taupey shade, but it's got that like lavendery purpley undertone. Here we've Graphite, which I think is a really lovely colour. Here's Elephant, which I think is such a good name, and I think it's like very true. Again, it's like a taupey shade. Next we have Cabin, which is a cool tone brown. Next we have, this one was Library, which these are quite similar, but this one has a little bit of warmth in it compared to this, but they're very similar shades. Then these two shimmers, I've got Wish, which is so pretty, and Sword. So these are kind of the shades that have kind of like stood out to me from the palette. So these are kind of probably the tones that I'm going to use. I probably don't know if I'd ever really use some of these like blues. It's just not my vibe, but never say never, and it's always good to have options. Okay, let's do an eye look. Let's zoom you right in. Okay, I feel like this makeup is a little old, but we're just doing an eye look today. So what I want to do is I want to prep my eyelids. I just like to do this as a step when I'm using darker eyeshadow. Just helps everything like grip a little bit longer. You can use any kind of eye primer. I like this. This is one of the eye ones from VIEVE. I really like, and this is in vanilla. I really like using this as a primer. Okay, so I don't really know what I want to do today, which is a bit chaotic. I'm gonna go in with that Marble shade and just put this kind of all over the eye. It's like a true like taupey grey. So I went in with this shade here. Sorry, I probably should have said this. That's Marble. And then I'm gonna go in with Library here. This kind of like cool tone. Just to kind of deepen up this outer corner, and I'm going to make like a V shape. I'm going to go in with this kind of grey tone here called Sketch, and just kind of buff through there with a little bit of that kind of greyer shade, just to add a little bit of dimension, and then any excess just kind of follow that down. And I'll go back in with that first kind of colour and just buff out the top, just to make it a little bit more blended, like so. I like this doing eye looks like this. I feel like because I have hooded eyes, it kind of is there but isn't there. Like when I do my normal eye, you can't really see it, but when I'm like lifted or animated, you kind of see the detail. And then let's do a colour under the eye. So I'm gonna go in with North. So this kind of like a lavendery purple shade, which is not the norm for me. But we're doing it. I mean, it's very subtle, but so I like that. And just joining that up. I love a grungy eye. Okay, and let's do a shimmer. So let's do this one here. You see that there? It's called Magic. I'm just gonna put the shimmer. Wow, that is stunning. Can you see that? It's like stardust. I'm just gonna put that in the eye and pushing it through to the corner. Just gonna go in my waterline with Espresso Eye Wand just to deepen that up. And I've got a black mascara. Yeah, I feel like that looks cute. It's like super like frosty. I feel like I've got the wrong lip on for this. Maybe I need to put on like a cooler lip. Okay, and then on the other side, let's do something different. Let's do like a fully grey blown out smoky eye. So I'm going to go in with Highway, which is this kind of like a proper grey. I'm just going to start laying this down. Like she's matte. She's a matte girl. So I kind of put it all down over my lid. And then with like lighter shades, so I'm going to pick out the grey next to it here called Mountain. You just start buffing out the edges. And you just kind of keep working lighter and lighter. And then underneath the eye, I'm going to go in with this Onyx shade, so really dark. To really grunge this up. And then again with Espresso in the waterline. Espresso is basically a black, but it's a brown. But it's like, gives off black. And I'm just gonna run that Onyx along the top as well. Just to really smudge out. And then again, I'm just gonna put on some mascara. I think mascara like makes a grungy look. Yeah, this is cute. So this is one eye, and then we've done like full grungy smoky. I feel like I need to like add a few moles. Yeah, we love a mole. Okay, let me go change my lip. I feel like I want to go for like grey. I feel like we need like a real cool tone lip. Okay, we've got blank lips, and we're going to go in with Jeffree Star Posh Spice. And then we're going to go in with Posh Spice liquid lipstick as well. And then I just patted over the top tiny bit of this, what's this called? Castle. Just to really neutralise it down, because it's a liquid lipstick. You can kind of do that because it's going to dry down like matte. It's given like goth, which I'm not mad about. I just want to, before we go, I just want to swatch some of these shimmers for you, because I think the shimmers are like super fun. So yeah, Magic is what I have on this eye, and that is kind of what it looks like on the finger. That is it, and this is it on the hand. Stunning. Dreams, this kind of purpley one, that is it on the finger, so that's next to Magic. It's actually quite similar to Magic, but it's definitely like more purple. This one here called Wings, which looks like the most kind of like champagne-y one, and that is it on the finger. Oh yeah, this is like smooth, and that is it there. Like, how stunning. This purpley one down here called Void. So actually this one now looks blue now we've swatched that one. And then this one here is Cauldron. Cauldron? Don't know how you want to say that. I want to do one more, but I have no fingers left, so let's do it on my thumb. I want to do this one here called Mask, and that is it there on my thumb. Bad kind of thing to show you. Oh, that was pretty. It's like a pinky bronze. Oh, I like that. Yeah. So the shimmers are absolutely stunning. I feel like they're such like unique tones, but super pretty. Yeah, I'm obsessed. Giving grunge, but yeah, I love this. I feel like it's nice to have makeup that isn't like super wearable, where I can kind of be like, okay, I want to just do something very different. I feel like we all get wrapped up in like pretty makeup. I love wearing makeup to feel pretty, and don't get me wrong, I do feel pretty now, but like sometimes I want to use makeup to just feel and like push outside of my comfort zone with my creativity. Having makeup like this where you've just got options to just do something a little bit different, but I still think I look pretty. But do you get what I mean? Like, it's like having makeup for different purposes. But yeah, I love, it's definitely giving like corpse, bride, like very vampy, very cool tone, but I love it. I feel cute. I don't know which eye I actually prefer. I feel like I like the depth of this one. Like I like the real dark under eye, but this one is giving like pretty. But yeah, let me know which one was your favourite. I'm obsessed with everything. Obsessed. Let me know what you think. Let me know your favourite eye. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, hopefully see you again super soon. Bye.